Hello friends and family from Universal Studios. Today we're going to be going through studios and doing some more Halloween Horror Nights updates. The construction is really continuing and carrying on very fast. Before we get started, if you'd smash that like button and subscribe, we would really appreciate it. Like I was saying, alluding to the construction, we were here about a week ago and they had some stages and some of the props and signage up, but now they have even more stages and more updates to do in the park, so I'm super excited to head on in. So let's go do this. Before entering Universal Studios, they still have some of that temporary scaffolding up with the lights right here on both left and right hand side of the archway to Universal Studios entrance here. Also important to note, the Summer Olympics for Tokyo 2020, the medallion has now been taken away, so it's no longer with us here because we're making our way for Halloween Horror Nights 30 at Universal Studios. We have nothing but blue skies here at Universal Studios today. Like, this is absolutely like the picture perfect summer day here at Universal Studios, especially when you're on vacation. Today's the day that you're looking for. It's really so crazy to think that Halloween Horror Nights is just a smidge over 3 weeks away. Like, that's nuts. September 3rd will be here before you know it. But I am really excited because I can't even tell you the last time I was here at Universal for early park admission. It's got to be since like the last time we were on vacation here. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so I just entered Universal Studios, and right in between Despicable Me, Minions Mayhem, and over here at Shrek 4D is kind of where the Halloween Horror Nights 30 magic is going to start happening, if you will. You'll notice the temporary scaffolding kind of sandwiched in between here. This Halloween Horror Nights signage is brand new. They just put that new since the last time we were here. And they also have the banners here for Universal Halloween Horror Nights 30 years, 30 fears. They also have the temporary lighting, fog machines, and whatnot right up here on the scaffolding. I also want to point out, check out these candles, these temporary candles, if you will, that will be lit at nighttime on these different wooden platforms. That's a really neat idea. Also in front of that area, they have this area here with this like temporary stage that's really cool as well. It kind of looks like a ruined building. Really neat, where I'm assuming they're going to have some of the scare actors right here on stage. It also says, "Do not climb." Such a great photo op for HHN right here. Check out this Jack the Clown. Like, this is absolutely amazing. And again, for Halloween Horror Nights, 30 years, 30 fears, and some of the classic HHN characters as well. Continuing on our way here, they kind of have like this blood-scattered tarp, if you will, but right above here they have two X's that I believe are new as well. I haven't seen those since the last time I was here, and they kind of have like blood splattered all over them. That's really cool. And the railings they have here are kind of wrapped now with some torn type fabric. That makes it look really cool. And again, when we continue on our way here, they have another one of those scare zone platforms, if you will, right here that we just saw before. That's kind of like the destroyed or deconstructed building for these scare actors, and more signage here for HHN Horror Nights 30 years, 30 fears. And they also, a little bit further down, have this great photo op right here with Chance and some of the other various Halloween Horror Nights classic characters, if you will. And this is right by Shrek 4D. So like I alluded to a little bit earlier, this area right over here was all set up for the 2020 Summer Tokyo Olympics. All of that food is all gone now, all those food stands. And right over here they also had set up for the Tokyo Olympics as well at the amphitheater right here. That has all been taken down now, making way here for Halloween Horror Nights 30. So like I was saying, like I haven't been to Universal Studios in quite some time, probably well over a year, for rope drop here or early park admission. Like these crowd levels we're seeing right now are really unprecedented to like what we're used to, like as Floridians now coming to the parks. Like this is amazing. Another thing of extreme importance to note right here, the Jurassic World Tribute Store has been completely deconstructed, the facade here. So this will be making way for the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. So I'm kind of wondering if they're just going to let that bit of scaffolding up right here and these two boxes that they have on either side of the entrance for HHN 30. So right across from the old Jurassic World Tribute Store is kind of this like original stage. This is probably the first one they put up, I believe, for HHN. So they have this stage still all set up right here with the big speakers, two of them on either side up top. Behind they have the ladders for the scare actors to head on up and do some scaring up here, and also the curtain right here where they'll use the stage. So this is still constructed right here, and on either side they have the barricade here with that same symbol, as well as some of the steel drums. And this is on both sides of this stage right here. One of my personal favorite things thus far is this Unimog here. Like this is just so cool to me, like I can't even explain, like it's just so awesome. Like the lights up there, how like retro it looks. Like Unimogs are just amazing to begin with, but it also still has that same symbol that we're noticing right here and the do not climb sign. But more importantly, in the back here is this kind of netted off area where they're gonna have some of the scare actors behind here, or inside I should say, and the ladder right here for them to get inside the back of the Unimog. Like how cool is that? So in front of the Unimog, they have this little platform right here, a little stage area, which kind of like, it gives me like a Jurassic Park kind of vibe right here with the steel bars and whatnot. But behind them, they have that reddish orange liquid in these drums right here on either side of the Unimog as well. And I'm assuming these are going to be maybe like strobe lights or like cop lights right here. So we have some more stages over here by Revenge of the Mummy. These are like taller, like tower type areas. This one here is number 1, where they have a ladder right behind there that takes the scare actor to the top there to be able to do another scare zone. And also right over here, they have a much larger one. This is directly in front of the Revenge of the Mummy attraction with more of those drums of liquid on either side like we noticed over by the Unimog. But this one here is a little bit shorter in comparison to number 1. They still has the ladder in the back, and the scare actors will be right up ahead. Also, like this area here, they have these whole area here kind of tarped off, so I'm kind of wondering, it kind of looks like there's going to be maybe some type of mannequin or body right there. Also, one thing important to note, like check out the chains right here hanging. So I'm definitely something is going to be hanging of substantial HHN 30 right here. They also have multiple banners here by Revenge of the Mummy. This one specifically is to the right of it where it says the controller sees all. There is also another one for the controller sees all right over here, and there's plenty of temporary lighting up on top of these buildings right here. Like I was saying, over by Revenge of the Mummy, they have 3 of these tall scare zones, if you will. This one's over here by Stillman's Gym, but this one specifically is number 3, where all 3 of these are essentially identical. Well, they have a ladder right behind them for the scare actors to climb on top of the stage right there. But most importantly, I want to show this section right over here. This is by Lone's Pawnbroker, right next to Annie Ann's Pretzel. They have this section right here, kind of with that reddish orange liquid, and they have a much darker one on top right here. But check out this section right here with the different tubes and valves and whatnot. I really want to show this. Last time we were here, they actually had, you can see it right here. Check that out. You can see an actual head right there. Like, that's amazing. So you can kind of cover that up, but you can check out some of the different props that they're going to have right here behind these tarps. this one here is definitely going to be a mannequin. There's a mannequin head right there. Like I said in our previous video for the Halloween Horror Nights 30 update, this is Brandy and I's first time ever at an HHN. So I really feel like we really made it count. Like, it's number 30. Like, that is so awesome. Drop a comment down below though, if you've been to any Halloween Horror Nights, which one was your favorite? We would really love to know. So right now I'm making my way towards the Fast and Furious Supercharged attraction, as well as like the London area for Harry Potter. There's going to be quite a bit of Halloween Horror Nights 30 updates going on over in this direction. So over here in this section by the Fisherman's Wharf of San Francisco, they have more of the temporary scaffolding with lights, as well as the temporary lighting right here, which kind of creates an archway heading on into this area with really big speakers once again. But we're gonna have some really good updates once we head on a little further in. So they have this temporary stage like here that kind of looks like a bathroom, if you will. It's actually like faux tile. Like, this is really neat. But over here, look at this. They actually have a kitchen sink right here. And right up above here, they're gonna put some type of mirror, it looks like. But we also have a mannequin right here that's completely tarped over, and you cannot see what's behind there other than right here. Look at this. You can kind of see 2 feet right there. And behind there, we have a tub area as well. So I just made my way over towards the exit for the Fast and Furious Supercharged attraction. We have this very small stage right here that's maybe, I would say, 6.5 feet wide. But most importantly, check out these new areas right here. They have like little tables, if you will, attached to the side, and plexiglass windows here. So I'm definitely thinking this area here is going to have some scare actors right behind this window. And behind these containers, if you will, they also have them right here with a door behind them for the scare actors to head on in. So there is definitely going to be scare actors inside of these. Also, they're vented and it looks like they might be completely open on top as well. This is definitely the most expansive update we've seen thus far. Look at this door. It says don't open, and it has an unk carved right there. Like, this is really neat, and it's locked right here. But importantly, right behind it is more of that plexiglass kind of barrier like we've seen over in the other one with that container. But this one here kind of looks like a forest. These trees are really neat, and it's quite expansive. Like I said, it's kind of like a U shape. I'm assuming there's going to be scare actors behind these windows. And right behind this large section right here, there's also a door for the scare actors to enter and exit as well. So this stage right here for the scare actors is right in front, literally, of the exit for Fast and Furious Supercharged. I'm noticing right off the bat an enormous spider on top of this brick porch, if you will, also with an opening right here with a very large speaker behind it. And a continued spider theming right here all throughout. And there's also even a window right here as well. This is actually really cool. So there's another scare zone right here to the right of the exit of Fast and Furious Supercharged. It has like a tiled kitchen right here. You'll even notice even some like fruit and vegetables hanging on the wall right here. But also, it looks like we're gonna have a mannequin of some sort sitting potentially in a chair right here that's covered by this tent. But look at this, there's actually like a kitchen table here with salt, pepper, you got some bananas, grapes, and a window right here. Like, this theming up here is very cool. And when you exit this area, there's also the temporary scaffolding. You'll notice more speakers to the right and left, kind of making that archway that we're continuously seeing throughout the park right now. So before you head over by the King's Cross station over here in the London section, you'll notice some more of the temporary scaffolding right here, as well as the lights for HHN. But to the right here, I don't believe I noticed these last time I was here, but they have 3 more of the temporary scaffolding with bases put in. There's no lighting on any of the 3 of these yet, but I'm assuming these will be for HHN as well. So I think I'm gonna head on over to the old Fear Factor Live area and continue our Halloween Horror Nights 30 updates, because there's definitely gonna be some more along the way over there. So to the left and right hand side of the Village Circle Hall restrooms over here, you'll notice more of the scaffolding with temporary lighting on either side, one over here and one right over here. But our next stop is gonna be straight ahead and check out the old Fear Factor Live. We'll see what they have going on over here for HHN. So they now have this area completely blocked off. If you remember, this was kind of like a U-Rest location, especially for Universal Studios Mardi Gras, where you're able to come over here and enjoy your food and take your mask off. Over here, they have these all completely tarped off with HHN theming, I'm assuming, right behind them, as well as some, it looks like temporary lighting, could potentially be right up here by the old stage. Most obvious to note is this enormous scaffolding in front of the old Fear Factor Live. I can kind of see some, it looks like a ladder right up here, if you can kind of tell from this picture. And right on top they have more of the temporary lighting as well. Yeah, but it definitely looks like I could see a ladder and multiple scaffoldings, it looks like, right behind here. So over here to the left of the entrance of Men in Black attraction, you can actually see the facade of one of the Halloween Horror Nights houses right here. I'm also noticing like kind of a scaffolding archway, looks like with two crows on top. Hopefully you guys are picking that up. Right over here in this area, you can see the black crows right on top there. That's really, really cool. This is so awesome, guys. Like, it's one thing to be able to see like the various stages they have set up around the park that like they kind of can't hide. But like things like that they have kind of hidden behind like Men in Black, like some of the entrances for HHN 30, now that we're able to visually see that, like that's something else. Like, I am so excited. So I'm gonna finish continuing my way here through Springfield, which kind of one thing to know, like look at behind me, there's nobody here. Like, that's so incredible. Anyways, I'm going to continue making my way through Springfield and head on towards the Central Park area of the park, where I know there's going to be some more HHN updates. And I also, at the end of the video, kind of want to check out the Five and Dime store and check out some of the new HHN preview merchandise as well. So I just made my way to the Central Park area. Right off the bat, there's not too much new to update. You'll still notice the scaffolding covered in green right here with the temporary lighting for HHN on top. And they have these kind of sporadic throughout this whole section right here. One thing like I didn't see last time, I don't believe, is this cord that kind of attaches this post right here over here to the other one. So that is potentially new. But like over here, I think this is new right here. They have this box right here that's completely covered up with a tarp. So this will definitely be some type of theming right here. But like all of the speakers kind of littered in this entire area over here. They're definitely gonna have some happy hauntings, if you will, for HHN going on right here. Okay, so they do continue to have more of that temporary scaffolding with the green vinyl mesh covering them with the temporary lighting right here. But important to note, like they still have more of this cord right here that attaches to the other one. That is most definitely new. I don't remember seeing that the last time I was here. So I'm just making my way to the Hollywood section here. Look at this, we have Shaggy and the crew here with the Mystery Machine. That's so amazing. Right over here by Mel's Drive-In. But most importantly, like I'll continue on my way here, on the far left-hand side of Mel's, right up here in this area, they have more temporary lighting affixed right on top of Mel's right there. And you're gonna continue to see that once you're in the Hollywood section right here, temporary lighting fixed on top of many of the buildings here in Hollywood. My next stop is gonna be the Five and Dime though, to check out some of the Halloween Horror Nights preview merchandise. But kind of right off the bat, I'm noticing a new sign here that they haven't had in the past. Look at this, Halloween Horror Nights 2021 preview merchandise. Purchase your portrait and see it displayed in the tribute store this year. How cool is this? So you can kind of get your picture with your portrait, and it'll also be displayed in the tribute store for HHN 30. That's amazing.
I've seen so much.
So the preview merchandise, they have this ringer tee right here with Jack and a bunch of the other classic HHN characters here for HHN. These t-shirts are $35. These are really, really cool actually. Jack looks so upset, doesn't he? And they also have these glass cups here for $12 with Jack. It's kind of like the same design, if you will. And they have Halloween Horror Nights graphic socks. These are $20 a pair. Very cool. And they also have the blood-soaked popcorn here for 30 years, 30 fears for only $8. So hopefully everybody's as excited as we are for HHN 30 this year. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Like, check behind me in the streets of Hollywood here. There's nobody here. Like, it's awesome. So if you like today's video, please subscribe, smash that like button, and as always, make today awesome.